Hello everyone, welcome to my tarot channel Vageesha on her Fool's Journey. I'm Vageesha and I'll be reading for you today. The topic for today's reading is messages of encouragement from Spirit, and this is a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you, I hope you get the messages you need. We have 3 piles to choose from. This is the first pile, the Crossroads, this Amazonite. For pile number 2 we have the Seed card with this adorable acorn seed. For pile number 3 we have the Lodestone card, and with that we have the Unakite crystal. Also, I saw 111 on the recording timer, if that means anything to anyone. You'll find the timestamps for your readings down below, and I hope you find the messages that you need. As always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. I hope you find the messages that you need for your highest good and the highest good of all. I will see you in your readings. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose, wait, I said pile 2, pile 1. If you chose the Crossroads card, or if you chose the Amazonite crystal, or if you chose the number 1, then this is your reading. Also 555, that's 5, it's 555. Okay, so welcome to your reading. Hi, so happy you're here. I would like to say first of all that I keep getting the sense from your reading that you're someone who's going to give speeches after receiving awards, or you're going to be sitting for interviews where people ask you about your achievements, and you have this like very gracious and elegant way of talking, like exudes class. I shouldn't say that, but basically, people who people want to stop and listen to you when you talk. Like, you talk in a very polished manner, almost like you're always giving an interview. Yeah, so I'm getting that sense from your reading. Okay, so the Crossroads card. This card is you are in a place right now of pure possibilities. Okay, you're literally standing at a crossroads where it's not just 2 paths or 3 paths. I mean, it could be, but for most of you, I think you're like literally spread between 8 possibilities that you want to pursue right now. There's 8 different directions in which you want to walk. There's so many things that you want to do, but you need to make a choice. You have to pick one path. You have to choose one thing, and you have to choose to give up some things. Okay, now that is not to say that those things cannot come back into your life later on, once you're done walking down this path, because life is not really linear like that. You don't really walk down one path. We're living in a web of possibilities in dispersed timelines, constantly shifting between different realities every day. So that the path that you give up could be something that you pick up again later on, but for now you need to make the decision of what is comfortable, straightforward, clear. I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound like you're choosing the easy thing, which I feel like some of you might not like to hear, that you picked the easy path, but you're picking the sensible path, the logical path, Like if you were to write down pros and cons, you're picking the path with the most pros, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with that. But you still need to make the decision to move down that path. You have to take a piece of paper, write down the pros and cons for all different possibilities that you're trying to pursue right now, and literally pick one and start. Pile one. You need to. This Crossroads is a place where you sit and camp for the night, where you check your map, where you plan your route, where you what's the term, where you do an inventory of your resources. It's that. It's not a place where you make your home. It's not a place where you stay for too long. You have to move out of this place, and soon. I immediately got the sense. I was looking at this card, and the rose in the middle, it feels like something that would be very comfortable to cozy up in. A rose, so you are feeling very comfortable in this space. There is a sense of softness around you, but this is not it. This is not it. And yeah, if you're feeling, I feel called to say this, and please, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you are feeling scared to pick any path, and I'm not talking about imposter syndrome necessarily, maybe I'm talking about it is very big in your head, and that bigness of that possibility scares you, then maybe you should check out pile number 3. I actually already recorded it, and there was a message of them feeling scared of the bigness of the potentiality and how powerful it can be, and how big again, I keep saying big, something big. You guys are like visionaries. You're thinking of big things, big things. You want to do big things. I will stop saying big now. Okay. So yeah, that is the energy of that is what I'm getting from the Crossroads card. Let's see what oracle cards. I just happened to check the bottom of the deck. One step ahead is all you need. Literally, it's just one step. Don't okay, I think some of you might also be feeling scared of leaving behind the things, the rest of the 7 things. But come on. Right now you have nothing. Would you rather have one thing than have nothing out of 7? 1 out of 8 is better than 0 out of 8. You're at 0 out of 8 right now. Don't do that. Okay, Spirit. Please tell us what pile 1 needs to hear. Messages of encouragement now, please, for this chapter. How do they pick? Okay, wow. I've never seen these cards before. Beautiful cards. I will show you, just 1 second. Actually, let me show you. So the first one is the Find Your Sacred Flow. It's number 12. And then the second card that came out was Prosperity Sisters Are Happiness and Joy, number 36. Also related to 12, there's 9, there's 3 numbers if you're looking. Hello. Okay. Okay. Messages for pile 1. Messages for pile 1, Spirit. Move beyond intention to belief. That's where the key is. This is number 5. Messages for pile 1, Spirit. Messages for pile 1, please. What do you really want? Another Crossroads. Number 27. 9, 3. Rise. Wow. Number 57. 2757. Okay, spirit. Messages for pile 1. Creator Earth. This card also showed up for pile 3 if you guys want to check it out. Okay. So if you want to know, if you want tips on how to find that one path, ask yourself, where do you feel sacred? What brings you happiness and joy? What do you really want? Like, what do you really want? Just like, for me personally, I find it easier when I ask myself the question, like, if I wasn't getting paid for it, what would I want to spend my whole day doing? This is one of those things, honestly. Readings. But yeah, so you might have something like that, like that just brings you pure joy. Because okay, a lot of times what happens is when you're only working for money, and I'm saying a lot of times because some people maybe, it doesn't happen like that for them, but when you're working only for money and you're not really getting joy out of your work, then the money you make, you spend that in trying to find the joy, right? And that's how people end up living paycheck to paycheck, I think. There's a lot of things that make that a reality. There's a lot of broken systems in place that force people to live paycheck to paycheck. But what I'm trying to that's what feeds into the consumerism thing. You want to fill that void with something, so you spend that money which you worked so hard for. What else did you work hard for to be able to buy things, right? But when it is that you worked hard because you love that thing, not for the money, then you'll be a step closer to what your soul's purpose, quote unquote, is. Yeah. Also, this card, move beyond intention to belief. It's a different way of saying that, right? Like, move beyond intention to believe. You are intending to do things, but maybe there's a part of you that still doesn't believe it, that you're actually going to do it. You want to, but you don't know that you will. Yeah, you need to work on that belief, pile 1. Some affirmation exercises would help, I think. Also, gratitude journaling. I do want to recommend that to you. I think it also is a lot easier for us to find that aligned path from a place of I want to say joy, I want to say lightness, I want to say happiness, I want to say fulfillment, but it's actually none of those things. Really, what I'm like, when you're in a place of peace, yes, peace. When you're in a place of peace, harmony, just feeling good about things, feeling optimistic, but not from a place of desperation, more from a place of believing in the good, light energy. It is easier to find that one thing, that one path, when you're thinking from a place of lightness, not from a place of heaviness or desperation. Like, you have all these things you want to do, but you keep stressing yourself out, thinking about I really need to make it happen, where you will make it happen. You need to believe that you will make it happen, and be grateful for what you already have. Bring that level of peace to your everyday, and yeah, see where that takes you. Oh, the ocean. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of that from this image, like a ripple, a calm ocean, even if, sorry, a calm surface of water. Even if you drop one tiny pebble, you will see the ripples throughout the whole thing. Like, the mind is like the ocean, and when it's calm, it'll catch those small little inklings, it will catch those little insights, and it will um, pursue it. But if you think of a turbulent ocean, why do I keep saying ocean? It doesn't have to be an ocean, it could be anything. But if it's like really any body of water, when it's turbulent, then even if you drop a whole tree, it will not make a ripple, because everything is so chaotic, right? So yeah, meditation, bringing that calmness to yourself. That calmness also will happen when you are not feeling anxious. So working on that anxiety. Also, this Creator Earth card. I think pile 1, I think you should plan it out. Use the earth things, the things that earth people can do. Write it down, plan it out, use your journal, talk to people. I don't know why talk to people. That earth is not really about talking to people. I don't know why I said talk to people, but maybe. But also don't still stay focused on what do you really want. Like, the person like in the middle is you. You are the one sitting in the middle of the crossroad. So even if you do ask people for advice, keep your focus on what it is that is coming from your heart. Yes. And maybe some sort of spiritual practice if you've been thinking about starting a daily spiritual practice. And now let me also say that a spiritual thing doesn't have to be any elaborate whole half an hour, like 45-minute long puja or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. A spiritual practice can be as simple as talking to your plants every morning. Something. I say a spiritual practice is something a ritual for your spirit. Spiritual practice. Okay, like the everyday things, the tasks that you do for your heart, for your soul. Yeah, so a spiritual practice. Hi Pile 1. So as you can see, I'm in a different set of clothes. I was actually interrupted while recording your reading yesterday, and I contemplated redoing the whole thing, but then I also got the sense that maybe your message is meant to be in like parts like that. So yeah, let's continue. We'll ask the tarot cards if they have anything for you. Spirit, please give us messages of encouragement for pile 1. Please give us messages for encouragement for pile 1. Okay, we've got 4. So there's the 2 of Pentacles with the butterfly. There's the Mother of Pentacles. There is the 5 of Wands. And there's also the Mother of Cups. Now these two are queens, so it's the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay. When I think of the fact that there's 2 queens here, what I'm feeling like for your part, like, I'm thinking of the feminine energy. I'm thinking of how the feminine is in the receptive energy. She's in the softer energy, um, and unlike the masculine, which is like a linear thing, the feminine and aspect of looking at things is all at once. Like, it's not one after the other. It is the big picture, right? So you definitely have an understanding of that, and I think you should tap into that energy. The Queen of Pentacles is the Empress energy, so really, like, focusing on your pre-existing abundance, gratitude, practice for what you already have. Also, the Two of Pentacles with this butterfly card. I love this card. You guys are in that caterpillar jelly phase, inside the cocoon. The butterfly she's almost ready. The butterfly is almost ready, and now she's got the whole world to explore. It's again, I'm getting the sense of, from being on the ground, like from only exploring this surface to then having the whole world open up to you because your wings are now ready, to like step into that energy. Yes. Also, the Five of Wands. I do think that, yeah, you are a little bit scattered in your head about all the different ideas and passion projects that you have, and it's kind of all up in the air right now. But you have to focus on one thing. Like, you have to. Yeah, I keep getting that. I keep getting that. Slow and steady, but just start with that one thing. Like, just start going, just start doing a little bit. Like, I don't know. Okay, so for me, recording these videos would be one of those things, I guess. Like, I'm putting effort into it, yes, but I'm also focusing on putting the video out there rather than, obsessing over the details that a lot of high masking procrastinators love to do, because you're masking your procrastination. So you're obsessing over the details, you're trying to think of it, you're trying to do it in your head too much. You're not actually doing it out there, you're not actually putting it out there. Right now, everything that you want is kind of in your head, and even with that, like, there's nothing wrong with things being in your head. That is where they start, that is where everything starts. But what I'm feeling is that you're still not believing it. It is in your head, but you are thinking of those things, all these things, as oh yeah, these are just ideas I have. Yeah, I guess I have great ideas. Yeah, I'm not gonna do them, but they're great ideas. Like, that sort of an energy. You're not believing that you will be the one to do those things. You're not believing in your own capacity to do hard work. You're feeling scared of the work part. But by one, everything is work. Literally everything is work. Creative work is work. Spiritual work is work. And I guess anything you do other than eating, sleeping, breathing, they're all work. Like, it's What else are you going to spend your days doing? You can't sleep all day. I mean, you can try, but you won't be able to. The things that you fill up your time with, they're always going to be work. But reframe the way you think of it. Don't think of it as work, think of it as passionate play. There's actually a song about this. I don't remember the name of the artist or the name of the song, but I will remember to put it down in the description if you want to check it out. But that's what she talks about. She's like, in the song, she's like, it's not work, it's passionate play. I am playing with passion. So think of it like that, everyone. Think of playing from a place of passion. Think of playing this game that we are all playing here right now. You just have to play it. There's no hard and fast rule. There's no right way of doing it. There's no wrong way of doing it. The only wrong way would be to not do it. The only wrong choice you're making right now is not making one. So, yeah. Okay. I will conclude your reading with a card from this Starseed Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck. I love it a lot. Okay. Spirit, is there a message for pile 1 here? Wow. Yeah, there is pile 1. There's 2 of them. Beautiful. Activated Earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. You guys are going to go somewhere. You guys are going to go places. Yes. Okay, another one. Called. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. There's a sense of walking through a portal in both these cards. Do you see that? Like she's walking through a door here, and then there's another door sort of a thing here. And even though like there's no roof on it, so you might think, oh, that's not really a threshold. But I mean, you might think that, that's not really a space. But you're stepping through this to then be beamed up, You can see that beam? Yeah. Trust where you're led. It's like, I'm getting like, you're getting divine inspiration. Something like coming down to, like, channeled. And you're getting these ideas, like really inspired ideas. And you just need to like step through the threshold. Like in this card, I don't know if you can. Yeah. So, it's like she's in this place. It is clearly a place. There's floor, there's walls, there's, things. And then through this door, it is space. The floor, it does not continue. She'll probably be floating there. But wouldn't it be fun? Would it not be fun to float through space? And okay, I am getting the sense that you need to take that leap of faith. You need to. Yes, like the butterfly. You need to just jump and spread your wings and trust that they will catch you. Just trust that you have done the work. The time that you spent in the cocoon, you have evolved, you have grown, you have healed, you have now become ready to do those things that you've been feeling so deeply called to do for a long time. I can tell it's been a while, right? You've been thinking about this for a while. Do it. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Don't think about how it's going to be received. That's not your job at all. Okay, just put yourself out there. Just pick one thing and go. I know all 8 things together look very tempting, and ideally in your life eventually you want to have all those things, and you will. But you have to start with one thing first. You can't spread yourself so thin that you try to do everything, right? Because then nothing will happen. So yeah, just pick one thing and just start. Just start, little by little. I'm feeling called to tell you to read Atomic Habits. Yeah. It kind of talks about like that guy, James Clear, I think, yeah, that's the author. He talks about how you should stack habits, right? I mean, that's one of the things he talks about. He talks about a lot of things, but basically, it's about habit stacking specifically. You have to have one pre established step before you add another step to it. That's how you build a strong foundation, right? It has to go one by one by one. So, pile one. Just pick one. Just go. You can do it. I believe you can do it. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope I see you again. Take care. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the seed card, this one, or if you chose this cute little acorn, then this is going to be your reading. Hi, welcome. First, I would like to start by saying that there's something to do with your throat chakra. Like, I feel like maybe you should work on balancing it, or it is very strong and you're about to experience its strength. One of those two things. But I also feel called to read about this card from the book. So okay. So, okay. The seed. Realize potential. Inside every acorn is the blueprint for the oak tree. Inside each curling calendula seed is the map for becoming a sunny flower. This seed is a self-contained universe of potential. Not potential for anything at all, but potential for one thing in particular. Gathered within all the world's tiny seeds scattered by wind and carried unwittingly on the coats of countless small creatures is a bit of magic. Each little seed is a prayer for a miracle of serendipity, that the soil will be sheltering, that the rain will come, and that the sun will eventually warm the earth again. So few of these seeds will end up taking root, but the mother plant sends them off in an excess of hope, packing their seed casing with food for the journey and a love letter that says, I see you clearly, I have faith in you, this is what you will become. After this seed, this pure potential and undiluted hope is launched into the world, it waits. It sleeps under the earth through early winter, hibernating like the bear, waiting for the combination of warmth and water that will send it reaching toward the sun. In late winter, as the earth warms, the seed begins stretching, sending out tendrils, testing the world for potential and possibility. Wow. Okay, so these are some questions that you can like journal on if you would like to. What are warmth and water to your potential? What do you need in order to stretch and grow so you can fulfill the blueprint of your own becoming? Wow. Okay, and so the gifts for this card are new beginnings and hope. The challenges are patience and knowing the difference between too soon and right now. Wow. Okay, Pile 2, that was powerful. And the acorn, like I didn't know that it said acorn. I just picked it because I love it and because it's a seed. I don't know. It's wow. Okay, so yeah, I feel like a lot of you needed to hear that you know there is one thing that you need to you need to do. You know. You know. Even if you don't know, you know. Okay? And you're hesitant to not pursue it. You're hesitant to claim it, you know? Like, you're not claiming it. Okay, there's this quote that I'm sorry, I don't remember where I read it, okay, and I don't know who wrote it. I probably read it in the artist's way, I'm not sure. But it was something on the lines of chase the fear, pursue the fear, claim the dream. So, yeah, you're scared and you're not pursuing the dream. I'm not sure if this is absolutely true, but I think that we do carry some fear around our throat chakra. Like, you know, especially fear of expressing yourself and really claiming your space. And yeah. So, oh, also, fun fact, I didn't know this, but apparently listening to bird song is great for your Vishuddhi chakra, the throat chakra. Cool, right? Very cool, very cool. So, like, yeah, just go for walks in nature and don't put on your headphones and just listen to the birds, especially during the morning time or the evening time when they're the most active. I think that would be great. Yeah. And in terms of encouragement, yeah, like there is, you know, I feel called to say, Divine Mother, whoever you believe in, the Divine Feminine aspect of the universe, you know, she is telling you to have faith in yourself. Like there's this, I'm seeing, like, you know, you're sitting on her, near her feet, and you have your head on her lap, and she's caressing your head and telling you that I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Yeah. So if you needed to hear that, pile too, yeah, I feel like you did. Okay. So let's pull some oracle cards and get messages of encouragement for pile 2. Please give us messages of encouragement for pile 2. 2 of them jumped out. Wow. Look. Oh my god. Okay, so this card, it came right under the seed card, and you see the sprouting. It's the next step. It's happening. Yeah. And this was the first card. Limitations inspire innovations. There is, see, okay. You need to understand that the limitations or the obstacles that you're facing in this life right now, first of all, not only did you pick them, okay, now of course this is my belief and your belief could completely differ, and that would be absolutely fine, but since you're listening to me, I will share my beliefs. So you know, like, you choose the limitations and the obstacles, the people, the relationships, everything, based on what you think your soul growth journey requires. And also, you have never picked anything that you were not absolutely equipped to handle. Okay? Never. Even if you believe in, like, you know, an external divinity, that they wouldn't want to make you suffer for no reason either, right? So get innovating. Don't sit in the problem. Don't wallow in it. Look at it from all angles and innovate. Innovate. You can do it. Okay. Spirit. Messages for pile 2. Messages of encouragement for pile 2. Ooh, okay. Okay. We have 4. Perfect. So, this. Oh, wow. Nourish the sacred feminine. Creator water. Wow. I love that all piles got one or two of the creator cards. You, the muse. Choose who you are becoming. Okay. Okay. Definitely a lot to do with the feminine energy. I got that message earlier that the divine feminine mother goddess is, sending you love, and then this lotus here, and then it literally says, nourish the sacred feminine with the moon. So, and water too, creator water. Water is a feminine sort of energy. Okay, pile 2. So, I think what Spirit is trying to tell you right now is really, and this actually came as a message for all the piles, if I think about it, that really accept, receive, sit in your feminine energy, because here's the thing, and for this purpose, I wish there was a better term than feminine and masculine, because in our heads, as society, when we hear the word feminine, we think of female. When we hear the word masculine, we think of male. But the feminine and masculine energies are present in everybody. I guess, I like to call it yin and yang also, right? Because then it focuses on the energy more rather than the 3D appearance of the person holding the energy. Anyway, sit in your yin energy. Look at the moon. Yeah, I would also say look at the moon at night, definitely. Moon gazing, or you can do moon meditations. We are in the waxing phase now. We should be coming up with a full moon in a week, I think. A little more than a week from when this reading is posted. I don't know. It is a timeless message, so whenever you see it, just think of the full, try to gaze at the moon. Try to gaze at the moon when you can. Yeah, definitely connecting with nature. Earlier when I was thinking about listening to the bird song, and pile 2. There is you're currently in the planning phase. Like, I feel like the feminine, the yin, is also the big picture, like the picture, the image, and the masculine is the action. The feminine is the energy, like the whole thing, like in Hindu mythology. It's not really myth. I mean, spirituality. I don't know. Like, basically, there's the 3 main gods, and there are 3 partners. So the gods have, there's creator, destroyer, and sustainer. And these are like things. So the masculine is the energy of doing, and whereas the feminine goddess, the yin to the male yang, masculine yang, it is wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, abundance, like and okay, I'm forgetting the other one. Wait, let me just get back. Okay, yeah. So the third one is like nature. Both the destructive side of it and the benevolent side of it. So that's kind of the thing. Like, the feminine is one whole idea. The masculine is the bell. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, so that's reaffirming the thing that you should embrace your feminine more. And by embrace, I'm not. It's not really like, surface level. It's very internal work. You can start with practices like, moon gazing, and if you practice yoga, then maybe you can start doing Chandra Namaskar in the evenings instead of just Surya Namaskar. So, those things will help the divine feminine get an idea. Like, okay, what came through in the seed, right? So there is one thing. When you calm down the chaos and you let the water reflect clearly, in a peaceful manner, then it will reflect its truth, and it will reflect what it was meant to be. So in that sense, like, bringing that level of peace and calmness to your energy, the feminine receptivity, just sit back, relax, let things unfold, go with the flow, look at the bigger picture, don't get stuck up on the small details, those things. Then you will figure out what that one true purpose for you really is. Really that, like, that, okay, because here's the thing, the seed, it holds the potential of an entire tree, and that tree can support an entire, like, ecosystem, but it will only become that one tree. You will not get a tomato plant out of a pumpkin seed, a pumpkin seed will become a pumpkin, a tomato seed will become a tomato. It's like, there is one true purpose for it, but unlike seeds, we have more control over how we nourish ourselves, so we don't really have to depend on a miracle happening. Actually, no, I think you should depend on that miracle right now. Yeah, like, with that feminine energy from before, let the thing play out. Just sit back, observe, detach a little bit. If you're standing too close to the picture, you will not be able to see it. Like, you're only seeing probably 1 or 3 colors. When you step back a little, you'll see that there's like 60 colors, and it's a beautiful masterpiece. So for that, step back. Okay. You can also charge your water on the moon, and you can charge it with intention. You can write your intention on a piece of paper and put it under the bottle of water. It should ideally be a glass bottle, and you should have a lid on it. You can also put crystals inside, but just see if your crystal is safe for water, and see what crystal will match your intention that you're trying to charge it with. Um, I'm feeling called to tell you that maybe do rose quartz because it's good for the feminine. Uh, yeah, okay. And also something about you guys making a choice. I'm also seeing the number 7, so maybe by the end of July you will have made the choice, or from whenever you see it by the end of next month, whatever next month is for you, you will have made that choice. So give the choice of what plant you want to grow into, because unlike a seed, unlike a seed from a tree, we get to choose our potentiality. Yes, it is a little bit of an illusion. That choice is a little bit of an illusion, but you still have to partake. You still have to make that choice, okay? Because it is calling out to you. So, answer. In this coming month, I would also say that you should focus on self care activities more, and I don't mean like self care, like oh yeah, spa day, haha. Not just that. Yes, that is also self care, but self care is also um, going to bed on time, making sure that you put your phone away, and making sure that you don't look at your phone in the morning, getting some good reading time, meditating, eating well, and writing your thoughts, journaling. All those things are self care as well. Anything that you do with the intention of taking care of yourself is self care. Sorry about that redundant sentence, but you know what I mean. That, you already know that this is, you know that this is something that you've been wanting to do for a while. Okay, I'm also thinking that maybe some of you recently quit a job or a certain career path, and now you're trying to switch, but you're also feeling rushed to make a switch because there's always the pressure to perform for people in our lives, when we make a drastic change like that, and they're always asking us questions about, oh, how's it going, and how is it coming along, and etc etc, just being nosy and maybe giving you a lot of unsolicited advice. And I think that might have been bringing you down a little bit, and making you feel the pressure as well. Although you know that you should relax, you have been burnt out, you need to take a step back and catch your breath and let the story unfold further. Like, here's the thing that we forget in our masculine structured society, that everything happens in seasons. There's a season for blooming, there's a season for withering, there's a season for resting, there's a season for growing. There's a season for everything, and right now it's your season to rest, to float lazily on in the water, like you're, or for example, if you've been thinking about going to the pool for a while, and you've been feeling a little bit of pressure about it because you've been saying it that you'll be doing it, but and you go and you push yourself to do like 30 lengths or 40 lengths or whatever, and then that kind of makes you so tired that the next day you feel like not going. Okay, but the thing is, you can still go, you can float in one corner out of everyone's way, just chill, there's no rule that you have to go into the water and swim continuously and not stop. No, you can just go into the water and just enjoy your time, just let your body feel the weightlessness, just chill, let go, pile 2, let go of perceived timelines, let go of crippling expectations. Like, just let it all go. Let it flow. Just let it go. Okay. Let's see if Tarot has anything to say about this. Okay, Tarot cards. Please give us clarifying messages for pile 2. Okay. Yep. Clarifying messages. Okay. 4 of them fell out. Another moon with the 9 of Wands. Do you see? Yeah, the moon. 8 of Swords with the butterfly that's almost ready. Okay. 5 of Swords. Yep. You have let go of something. And 2 of Wands. Okay. Great. Pile 2. So yeah, with the moon repeating again, definitely something about the feminine again, right? And also the energy of taking the small steps, like one step at a time, building it, climbing up, just going one step at a time. Take it by your own pace, okay? You don't have to rush. The stairs are not going anywhere, they're right there, and you can go at your pace. Nobody has told you to run up the stairs. Running up the stairs is bad. You can hurt yourself. Okay, then we have the 8 of Swords. So for this card, I did get the sense that maybe some of you are ready to, like, you've done the taking your time part and you've done the chilling out part, the pupating, and now you are ready to, like, you know, metamorphosize into this new form, spread your wings, fly, explore the world, you know. And there is the perceived fear of these swords outside. But what you don't realize is that you literally just have to open your wings and you can fly away. Those swords won't even touch you, right? So yeah, some of you do need to hear that. Although I do think the majority of you are needing to be in your chill energy for a little bit longer. There is the need to cut something out, let go of something, and understand that just because you're cutting it doesn't mean that it is dead. Like, you know, with an earthworm, if I'm not wrong, they grow another head, right? Like, they become 2 if you cut them like that. So sometimes the destruction is necessary for the growth, for one to become 2. The cutting down is important. And then with the 2 of Wands, which I love the colors, so pretty, so pretty. I think, and this actually came right over the choose what you are becoming. I think that there are these 2 passion projects or 2 things, like you feel split between, is this my purpose or is this my purpose? And they're both okay. Wow. Do you see how they're pretty much like going to touch? Like, you know, they're going like this, they're not going like this. So what I'm getting is both these paths are going to converge. Whichever one you choose will at the end of the day, you're still going to reach where you were meant to reach. And whichever path you choose to walk on, all you have to remember is that you have to keep your self, and both yourselves, your yin and your yang. Your feminine should always feel nourished, your masculine should always feel respected. Whichever path you choose, you will succeed. Yeah. Okay, pile 2. We will pull another oracle card from the Starseed oracle deck and see if there's any messages for you. Spirit, any messages for pile 2? Do we have any messages for pile 2? Oh, see? This is what I was just saying. All paths lead home, and look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. It says all paths lead home. You just quiet your mind so you can hear where home is calling. Yeah. Quiet your mind and your heart. And also the water in the card again, and the little girl, just like the girl, lady, woman figure, just frolicking, you know, she's happy, she's enjoying. So, okay, it says all paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Yes, pile 2. Meditation. Do meditation. And meditation is not as simple, like, okay, it is simple. It is actually very simple. Don't let anybody tell you that meditation is hard. Meditation is very simple. What I was trying to say was, meditation is not just one way of just, you know, sitting quietly with your legs crossed, your eyes closed, and focusing on your thoughts. There are these things called active meditations. Basically, the point of any meditation practice is to make you mindful. So if you decide to eat with just peace and like without your screen, just focus on the food, think about the food, think about how it's tasty in your mouth, close your eyes if you want to, you know, that is also meditation. If you're walking and you're not listening to music, you're just walking and you're not really thinking too many things, you're just observing and just going down the path and not really like getting lost in your thoughts, that is meditation. There's a lot of ways of doing meditation. I would also recommend reading Thich Nhat Hanh's book. I don't know if I'm saying it right. He's a monk and he writes really well for mindfulness. He's got books called How to Eat, How to Sit, How to Love, How to Walk, and they're basically like mindful practices. The very thin books, like barely an hour long read. You can keep it and you can randomly flip to a page and read it before you go into your meditation. Yeah, Thich Nhat Hanh, Thich Nhat. I'll put it in the description box. I will look it up. I'll put it down in the description. Yeah, pile 2. I think that was it. Thank you for letting me read for you. This was amazing. I'm so excited for you. I'm giving you a big hug. Big hug, okay? For you with lots of love. And I hope I see you again. Please take care of yourself. Sending you lots of love. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this card, the Lodestone, or this crystal, or if you chose the number 3, or however you got here, welcome. I'm very happy to see you. So to start with, the first, there's this obvious imagery of the ball and chain in this card. I did think of that, but do you see this figure behind? Like, it's like they've let go of the ball and chain and they're now swimming up, to the surface. So there is definitely that energy, like, like letting go of something that was holding you back, or, finally feeling free, like, your like a weight is off. And this is not a weight that was on your shoulders, like it wasn't a responsibility, as they say, like, something when it's on your shoulders, it's like your responsibility. But this was more like the ball and chain around your ankle, like, like it was keeping you. I saw 111 on the timer again. This ball and chain was keeping you heavy, like it was keeping you sunk, it was keeping you low, it was taking you to the dark places, the depths that you did not necessarily want to go to, so yeah, there's that sense. Also the color green, this heaviness could also be around your heart, because green is the color of the heart chakra. So this yeah, like, there was something weighing heavy in your heart, and now you finally let it go. Like, even the water imagery, it does speak about, like, being in being deep in the emotions. And there was maybe some of you are coming out of a depressive episode, or something like that. The astrology right now is very, very haywire, so sending you love. I know it's tough. I'm also not having the best time. We're all going through it, it's okay, we'll get through it together. But there's that, and this, like, you have let go of it, like you have gotten through it, you're swimming to the surface, you're about to catch a big gulp of refreshing air and fill your lungs with light after a long time of feeling heavy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's see what cards are gonna come through. I've got the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. I really love this deck because the colors and the imagery and the messages, they're like so clear, and I like the minimalist art. Okay, nice. So this card came through, Cozy Up with Risk, number 61. Okay, Spirit. What other cards? We have Collaboration of Souls. We have You Are Living Poetry. Collaboration of Souls was number 6. This is number 32. 6 is repeating. 3 times 2 is 6. And the first card was also 61. We have Creator Earth, that green energy again. We have Creator Fire. Wow, these creator cards are, I think there's like 5 in the deck. 4, sorry, for each element. And you got 2 already. So, some creative work happening. Pile 3. I think, okay. 2. Okay. Oh, wow, yes. Cut the cords of doubt. And do you see how, like, the bird is now untethered and the paper bird is untethered and flying? There's number 42. 4 plus 2 is also 6. Something about 6. Okay. So, you have been ready to do something. You've been preparing to do it. You've been, before something happens, you kind of know that it's about to happen, right? Like you can feel it in your gut. You can feel that, oh, this thing is about to come, and especially if that thing is going to come into reality through you, you do get that niggling, um, that sensation that something's coming. So you've been feeling it, but you've been weighed down by heavy emotions. Maybe past traumas around creating, past traumas around, like there's doubts, there's a lack of belief in yourself. Pile number 3. You're there's also the repeating energy of fire. There's the flame here and creative fire energy. Now the thing about fire is, it is, when contained, it is very useful to us, right? But if we are not able to contain it, if we lose control, then it can be so destructive. It can be so very destructive. So there's something about you understanding that. And okay, wait. You've been scared of your own potential. You've been scared of unleashing that fire. You feel like you will burn everything down if you let it all out. But you do have the ability to control it, to keep it channeled. Yeah, like most creative, no, actually, I can only think of a couple of them right now, like cooking, pottery. Literally, I can only think of 2. But these creative processes also require fire. Even in our body, the creation of energy, like the inner Agni, the digestive fire, that fire is a very important part of our existence. Like fire, but also like there's real fire, but also the metaphorical fire. You know how they say that there's a fire in his belly, or like it's the energy of doing something fast, with passion, because that's what fire does. Like it will consume anything and everything in its path. So, and okay, the thing that can contain fire is earth. Like if you think of a volcano, right? Or even if you think of a fireplace, even a campfire, like you have that skirt of stone around it, or in a hearth you have the stone around it, right? So the earth element, that stability, will help you channel your fire. That tap into your, everybody, all of us have all elements, right? Some are more prevalent, some are less prevalent, depending on our planets and everything. But we have the capacity to tap into the energy of all elements. So I think here, pile number 3, you need to use these 2 elements together. Sorry, this is so bright. Okay, yeah, these two these 2 elements together. Like you need to use the earth to form a stable, foundation for the fire, right? Don't be scared of the fire, because you have this as well. You have the stability, you have the understanding. Also, you have the capital to do it. If you're worried about not having enough money, or if you're scared of making an investment into this passion that you now feel light enough to pursue, then I don't think you should be concerned. I think that the money will come. The money will come back. And another thing that now that you are feeling lighter and more prepared to take this step to start this new chapter, you should reach out to people. You should find your soul tribe. This collaboration of souls card is really like alluding to that, like, you know, find other souls that understand this path that you're walking on, or the ones that who are the ones who are also trying to walk this path, and you will find them. Trust me, you are not alone. Okay, just like don't be scared and actually put yourself out there. Pile 3, actually do it. Don't just pretend to do it, and don't just do it half-heartedly and then be sad that it didn't work out. Okay. Sorry. You know what I mean, right? You also need to understand that you are living poetry. You are rhythm, and you are like poetry. You are rhythm, you are the lyrics, you are, like, you know, everything that makes the whole thing that comes together. You are all those things, right? And if you look at how a poem is structured, there's like a structure to it, but there's also like a rhythm, beep, if that, I don't know if you heard that, but if you did, that might be a sign. So, you know, the structure of the thing is there, like poem, yeah. And there's that, the dance of the fire is also there, like, you know, there's a song to it, there's a to it, you know. Yeah, definitely cut the cords of doubt, pile 3. Yeah, this is mostly what I'm seeing from your oracle cards. Let's see if Tarot wants to say anything. Okay, cards, do you have any messages for pile number 3? Specifically, messages of, and wow, we got 3. We wanted 3, we got 3. 8 of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful. The 6 of Wands, more fire energy. And finally, the World card. Wow. Yep. This is going to be a great chapter for you, pile number 3. You are going to be experiencing the world. You are going to be creating your world. And especially with this card, the 8 of Pentacles, I get the sense that, you know, like the spider, they weave the whole web, right? They go round and round and round and round. They make the whole thing, and it's slow, and it's time consuming, and it doesn't always last, you know. But that's what they do, and just because they do it every day doesn't mean that, you know, they'll do it with less effort on some of the days. No. They put in the same amount of effort every day because that's their job, that's their thing. That's what they were meant to do. So the message here is about, like, you know, just focus on doing the thing. Just do the thing. Don't think too much about it. Don't think of how it's going to be received. That is not your business. Your business, your job, your task is to just do what you were meant to do. How it is received, whether it is received, whether it is liked, whether it is hated, those things are not in your control. Pile 3. You cannot do anything about it, right? So why worry about it? Why waste time thinking about it if you can't do anything about it? Okay, and then the 6 of Wands. This is the 6 of Swords. Now that I see it clearly, you see there's swords, it's not wands. The Six of Swords. Okay. I'm gonna read this from the book. Okay? I'm not sure exactly what it is. Six of Swords. Hope at last. Travel. Okay, yeah, the Six of Swords. Travel. I remember the right away to Majuri. It's very evidently travel. Okay. The Six of Swords is a card indicating a recovery from difficult times. Hope is on the horizon. Things will get better. It's important to rest, revitalize, and surround yourself with joyful friends. Plan a trip, short or long. Even getting out of town for the weekend will further lift your spirits. See? Pile number 3. Do it. Find your friends, pack a bag, just go. Things will work out. You are lighter. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to, start doing things. You've already done a lot. Even if you're not seeing the results of this chapter that you have started, there's a lot that has happened passively, that has happened behind the scenes that you're not even aware of. There's everything that you've been doing has been taking you closer to where you're meant to go, right? So keep that in mind. And finally, I'm gonna take out one of my favorite Starseed Oracle cards. I love these cards. I'm just, every time I look at a card from this deck, I feel transported to inside the card. Okay, Spirit, please give us a message for pile number 3. One concluding message for our lovely pile number 3. Please tell them what they need to hear. Messages of encouragement from... Okay, wow. The Void. Stop. Embrace winter. The great cosmic womb. Isn't this beautiful? Such a pretty card. Okay. Pile number 3. Yeah, there's definitely a message of relaxing. Take a break. You've been through some hard things. Take time to recuperate. Take time to get back to 0 before you try to push to 50 again. Don't even think about trying to push to 100. That's not the right move right now. There's and in terms of a message of encouragement that came through to me, the Void is a place of literally unlimited potentiality. Everything comes from nothing, right? Everything comes from nothing. So you are literally standing in a place where you can make anything happen, but you also have to succumb to the greater wisdom of divine timing. I don't know where that came from, but just understand that little by little, a little makes a lot. And knowing where you're going is sometimes half the battle. Not sometimes, it actually is half the battle, because a lot of people, they don't even know where they're going. They're just walking. They're living the same day every day, calling it life. They don't know the larger end goal that they're trying to move towards. You do, pile 3. You do. You know that now. And from this place of lightness in your heart, you will achieve it, right? Think of it like entering a destination on your maps. You just enter the destination, then the app will take you on whatever path it needs. You don't decide the path, right? The app decides the path. You just decide where you want to go, whether there's a road closure, whether there's an accident, whether there's something else, anything else. The app will figure it out. You just have your end destination in mind, and eventually you'll get there. You know, just keep moving little by little. Only little by little. Don't push yourself. I keep feeling called to say that. I don't know why. Okay, I think that's it. Part 3. I don't think there's any more messages. I really hope you enjoyed your reading, and if you did, please will you leave a comment of the spider emoji, the rainbow emoji, the fire emoji, or the bird emoji, or all of them, and some hearts, whatever you feel like doing. Thank you, pile number 3, for letting me read for you. I really enjoyed it, and I'm so excited to see what you do, and I'm so very proud of you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. I will see you soon. Bye.